Appreciate you having me, man.
How has it been right now with and did you ever think you would be here again? You and your brother Jay back to being a tag team, back to being the Usos. We heard the old Usos theme again, back on a premium live event, being the Usos. How does it feel based on where you're at in your career and Jay is at in his career, seeing this team back?
You know, teaming up with my brother is obviously something that's always that's in my soul right there. So anytime I get to step in the ring with brother and we get to cook, it's just that's the day one, you know. It ain't a shirt, it's really our lifestyle. It's really how we really run. Man, it's a blessing, man. It's just really hard where we at because Palooza, we lost. And brothers obviously just not on the same page. I thought we would be on the same page since we got back, but obviously I've been watching, how it's been, and I'm trying to figure it out as well.
Do you think the world title changes people? Do you think because and this was something that I had talked about on some of the, pre-shows and stuff before WrestlePalooza, which was yeah, I mean, you guys are brothers and you guys are the greatest tag team of all time. Except what happened after that tag team split was that you became a big single star and your brother became the world heavyweight champion. So I naturally questioned whether the motivation to be a great tag team was still there when you both have these singles careers to look at. And I mean, I would think that would go double for Jay, who has now kind of been in that world heavyweight title picture.
I think it was more stressful than anything, man. Like
Mm.
like you just said, like we've been a tag team our whole lives. So it's new field, it's new water over there for brother. Especially when you got the heavyweight champion, man. When you got the big one, man, they running with you. So I watched him. I went to SmackDown. He went to Raw. Man, I knew deep down I could see it. I talked to him. I can hear it. Man, when he's around me, I can feel it. So I already know, man. Yeah, it's like bittersweet.
Mm.
So I honestly, it's tag team wrestling with me and him heals us. So I think when we're together, we vibrate. It's on. When we're separate, we still on, but man, the spark is a little dim. And I bet it's just me who's like, I know he feels like that when he's out there. I know he's struggling out there. I know it's a lot of weight on your shoulders. Those you come from a long line of champions, and how do you make your own footprint in your own sand coming from this big family? And I'm just always blessed to be around him, man. So anytime I get in the ring with him, we healing. And I just like I said, we're in different mind spaces right now.
Jimmy, we've heard you say at least twice now that Jay has been acting like Roman Reigns. Now, after everything that you've been through with the bloodline, both you and your brother Jay, saying that is something that has to hit extremely deep. Now, are you truly feeling like Jay is acting like Roman Reigns, or was that something you said maybe to make a point to your brother?
Nah, nah. We've been around. He's acting like Roman Reigns. Uh, we all three grew up together, and we take to heart what Big Goose says, even the bad though. But I just feel like my brother is trying to be exactly that. I think that he thinks he needs to one up all of us. And I think that's changing him because he's got tunnel vision. And it's like he's lost in the sauce, man. And we gotta get him back. Because he's already it's already took flight. He's already in a different headspace, and that's dangerous.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, and I get where you're coming from as somebody who, you want your brother back, you want the Usos back, and you don't want to go through everything that you went through when the bloodline was the bloodline, because we all saw that play out. at the same time, Roman Reigns having that tunnel vision and feeling like he needed to be the member of your family that stepped up above everyone else led to a 3.5-year title reign and led to all of you guys, being at the highest point that up until that point you'd ever been in your career. When Roman was acting like Roman Reigns, you and Jey, you main evented WrestleMania as a tag team. If Jey Uso is acting like Roman Reigns and is starting to develop the capability to act like Roman Reigns, is that necessarily a bad thing?
I I mean, I think it comes at a cost.
Mm.
I think it comes at a cost. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but you paying for it. Whether it's through like your vibes with your relationship with people or with your brothers, or he ain't the same bro. He ain't the same moose out there. I'm telling you. I know it for a fact. What's happening is clouded. It's coming at a cost, those. This is a different kind of game here, man. I ain't never seen him. I ain't never seen him like this. And I don't like it because I don't even know how to respond to it. Because, like I said, we in new waters. So it hurts dearly to watch him struggle, even more to not even have an answer for him. I just know I just got to be around him, man. But it do come at a cost, whether it's good or bad.
At the same time, with whatever this sort of fluctuation in attitude is, when the music is playing, when he's around the people, when he's around fans, and even for most of WrestlePalooza, for your entrance for most of the match, like he's still old Jey. He's still yeeting with the kids. He's still coming out through the audience. He's still got that enthusiasm. I mean, all that is still there. There just seems to be one sort of switch. And maybe it's that thing in him that didn't really know if he could be the man, that didn't know if he could beat Gunther at WrestleMania, that didn't know if he could hold that title. Maybe something changes when you can hold that title. I mean, for you, I would imagine, and you've talked about it before, and you and Jey were talking about it leading up to WrestleMania, the idea of you holding a singles title. I've got to believe that you have those singles aspirations as well. That I was just reading a tweet before we walked in here that somebody said, based on what I'm seeing on television, if I were going to invest in one WWE superstar in 2026, it'd be Jimmy Uso. Like, it feels like this could be Jimmy's time. When you hear people saying, well, we saw Roman, we saw Jey last year, 2026 could be the year that Jimmy Uso becomes that guy. Do you start having those feelings of grandeur?
I mean, we all got goals, right? We all set them. You want to be the best at what you do. We were a tag team, we became the best tag team. In singles, yeah, man. Of course, I want to hold a championship. Of course, I want to get active. But I'm telling you, and I told my brother this the other night, man. Him being the champion was me being the champion. When I
Mm.
watch him come out every night and he comes down when he beat Gunther at WrestleMania, I was a part of that. I got goosebumps because, yeah, necessarily I ain't got to get the 1-2. I don't have to have the strap on me, man. So I sit here for everybody who's like, let's push Jim, this his year, this last year, or whatever, man. I'm just happy that my twin brother, when I watch him be the champ, man, come on, man. That's me too.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. So I told my brother, I live vicariously through you every single Raw. Every time you come out and you in there and you when you winning and you in there fighting, man, I'm right there with you, man. So uh yeah, man. Jay got it. I feel like I got it. But to answer it, yes, I would love to have it, but man, I don't need to have it.
What does your dad think of all this tension? I feel like every time something's happening with the Usos on television, I see some Facebook post, and I always know what Rikishi's feeling. What does Dad think about everything that's going on between you and Jey?
Man, my dad, well, obviously, it's like it ain't nothing I ain't never seen before. But y'all better handle that. You better handle that, or I'll handle it for you. Dad being dad, he always
Yeah.
let us figure it out. Like I said, we got some things to figure out. We got to sort some things out. We got to go back to the playing board. We got to see if we want to be a tag team, bro. You want to tag with me or what? You want to go back to being the best tag team or what? Or you want to do what you want to do? That's fine, but you got to let me know, bro.
I think that's it. Like in a nutshell, right? That's it.
Yeah,
That like
sure.
you're supportive of whatever it is, but and I think that that's true too, right? Like you have to protect what the Usos as a tag team is. If you're gonna be the Usos, you have to be the Usos. There's no half measures and going like, okay, maybe we'll team a little here, maybe we'll team a little there. Either you're Jimmy and Jey Uso and you're successful, or you're the Usos and you're successful. But I guess you're right. You have to figure out which one of those two you are.
Yeah, and it's scary because I thought we was ready to rock again, but then obviously, it's rocky. So man, it is.
Well, listen, I hope we figure it out. I really do. When I saw the Usos show up, I thought for sure we have a super team here.
And then when I saw the entrance at WrestlePalooza, I
I
said,
mean,
"Oh, tension aside, we are completely
Oh, I
back."
hear you. There you go. I lost you for a minute. My bad.
no, that's okay. Come on back in. Come on back in.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how we're right there with you. That when we saw, and we talked about it here on the podcast, like when you came out to first help your brother, and your brother was looking up at you saying, "I can't do it alone," and you said, "I'm here for you." The only thing that we were talking about was the idea that the Usos now go from being a tag team to being a super team. That if the Usos are back together, that this is next level. And Megan was saying that we got a taste of it at WrestlePalooza, but it just it still seems like it hasn't worked out. And I think a big part of that is Jay has, and I don't know if it's a feast or famine mentality, but I think that there's a nature, and I think it's based on what Roman said to him, that no, we're going to
Mhm.
look out for our family, and that's who we're going to look out for, and nobody else. And I mean, I don't know, I get it. WWE is swimming with sharks, and friends are friends, but business is business. Do you think that do you think that it is more difficult to succeed than he realizes having that kind of closed off family only approach?
I think it. What's Roman always say, man?
Mhm.
Or what did he tell my brother 2 weeks ago? Smash them all.
Mm.
Make them acknowledge you and smash them all.
Mhm.
Now that could be motivated, or that can sound like that's the most selfish thing I've ever heard, or that's the most like, how do you take it? And I think to have that mentality, all or nothing, I that's the way to go. Like I said, it comes at a cost, man. This whole thing is good and bad in it. How do you respond? How do you take to it? How do you use it positive? Or man, you let this thing run you to the ground or make you act the way you don't want to act or say things you don't want to say. Like you said, you watched us go through this. So we're still trying to figure it out. But the all or nothing, family over everything mentality, I do understand it. I do respect it.
Man, I'm glued to it. I am
Yeah.
glued to it right now and where it's going to go. You know that I was glued to the Bloodline saga and you lived it. But I
Yeah.
was glued to it every single weekend. I mean, listen, I know you guys are going through it, but I am utterly glued to it again. Just a little hint, just a little taste. And the fact, right, that the past is never over.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That somehow we go through this whole hero arc and then go all the way around, and somehow here we are back again. And this ghost, this thing that has been haunting all of you, which, like you said, it's the good and the bad.
Yep.
It's the glory of being at the top of the industry, but the cost has been this thing that has been haunting you guys since it happened, and now it's rearing its ugly head again. And yeah, man, I'm locked in.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
We'll see, man. Like I said, it's a black cloud that's always following us. You can't pick your family, so you always deal with family. They forever around, and
Mhm.
my brothers, the bloodline, we forever around, and it's always going to be something.
Mhm.
We know that much. It's always going to be something. How do we respond, man? Like that ghost, it's real. It's good and bad. Amen.
Well, Jimmy, we appreciate you making some time for us tonight. You've been a busy, busy man, so giving us your time here on Raw Recap. Thank you for that, and good luck with everything, dude.
Yeah, good luck, Jimmy.
Uh,
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you, man.